the Sonic cookbook somewhere on Twitter a while back and instantly knew I had to get it. It's a cookbook that's Sonic themed. What's not to love? Sure, this thing decorating my room will make sure I never get a girlfriend, but like... Jokes aside though, this thing is amazing. I've been meaning to cook more, and this cookbook has some nice recipes in it, and the whole Sonic thing is just a plus. The book has some pretty gimmicky foods like Chip Sundae from Unleashed, Tails Mint Candies, Blaze's Imperial Tea, Sonic's famous chili and chili dogs.
Like it! I love it!
Gimmicks aside though, the food actually looks really good. Along with the recipes, they have little meters indicating different things, like its difficulty level, how long it takes, and little dietary restrictions. All these things are amazing, but what really drives this home for me is the little character notes they have. All these recipes were made by different Sonic characters, and they put little notes in them, which to me just drives this all together. Overall, this book is amazing. If you're a Sonic fan and you cook, or you want to start cooking, I'd heavily recommend getting this. Although I know many of you may not have cash for something like this, I got you. Today, me and my cousin Lyssa will make a recipe from the book that you can follow along with. Call it my Christmas present to y'all. The recipe we went with was Eggman's Evil Cookies, which are just oatmeal raisin cookies. Last time me and Lyssa made cookies, it ended up tasting like flour and butter, so we'll see how this goes. The recipe calls for 3/4 cups macadamia nuts, 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 3 cups old-fashioned rolled oats, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, 1 cup of unsalted butter, room temperature, half a cup of light brown sugar, 1 cup sugar, third a cup of maple syrup, 2 tablespoons of milk, 1 teaspoon of vanilla paste, 1 cup dark chocolate chips, 1 cup chocolate covered raisins, and of course, 1 egg. To start off, preheat the oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit, and put the macadamia nuts in with a baking sheet for about 15 minutes, or until golden brown. Not gonna lie, we forgot to do that until we were halfway through making the dough, but it's fine. Next, put the flour, oats, baking powder, and salt into a large bowl and mix the shit out of it. After, in a separate bowl, put butter, sugar, maple syrup, milk, vanilla paste, and egg. Once all that is done, in intervals, slowly add the wet ingredients to the dry. If you notice that the dough is more dry, then just add more milk until you're satisfied. Finally, when you're done with that, you can add the chocolate chips, chocolate covered raisins, macadamia nuts, then mix that shit into a dough. Finally, ball up the dough and put them onto a baking sheet. Make sure to press them down to help them cook better. We forgot to do that and we ended up with plump-ass cookies, but it was still good. Also, make sure not to overfill your dough or else it will collapse like this. Then, presto, your very own evil cookies. These were genuinely bomb as hell. They weren't too sweet, nicely soft, and there was plenty to go around. I'd probably give these a 9 out of 10. I really love them, they were amazing, but I'm not a huge fan of macadamia nuts. So, Hi, something really quickly. I talked about the character notes earlier, and I chose some of my favorites and read them with my friends. I hope you enjoy this. Alright.
Is there anything better than a warm chili dog on a cold day? Or a warm day? Or at night? Anytime, really. Come on, it's a chili dog. It's perfect, whenever. And this recipe right here? Also perfect. Man, I want one right now.
Mint candy has been my #1 favorite treat my whole life. Just one and I feel like I could fly forever. I love the crisp, refreshing way it fills my mouth, and it makes my breath extra mini. I'm happy to share with my friends too, since I have my own secret stash somewhere else.
I don't know why Sonic insisted I call it this. I mean, wouldn't any sandwich I make be a Knuckles sandwich? Anyway, this thing is loaded with good stuff to keep you fueled while on the go. If someone challenges you along the way, back them up with a Knuckles sandwich of your own. Hey, wait a minute.
I love sharing joy and love with all my friends, and baked treats are a surefire way of doing that. These versatile rings of deliciousness can be topped with all sorts of frostings, glazes, and sprinkles. You can customize them any way you want.
The best thing to go with a warm cookie is fresh ice cream. This flavor is named vanilla, just like my mother. It can be hard to be patient and wait for the ice cream to churn, but I'm good and I don't complain. Cheese and I go outside to play while we wait.
Sonic sure likes chili dogs.
He said I should try one sometime. It was okay. I prefer fish. He said I could make them both at once. So I made this. I like it better. I hope you like it too.
I seem to recall Professor Gerald enjoying these, as he worked long into the night.
Be careful with your caffeine consumption and sugar consumption. Anything really. Moderation is the key.
I enjoy a variety of teas. They can be just the thing to perk me up in the morning or calm me down before bed. I do have to be careful not to oversteep them as I let them cool, though. I can't abide hot drinks. Tea can pair well with snacks or be a treat on its own. This particular recipe has been a part of my family for many years. I hope you enjoy it as well.
No matter how dark things get, I've sworn to never give up and to bring hope to those in need. That's why this dark cupcake has a white, sweet cream inside. It's symbolic. Is it okay that I put this much thought into a dessert? What kind of self-respecting villain would I be if I ate a hero sandwich? No, I'm not going to avoid the issue by calling it a hoagie or a grinder or just a sub. No, this is a villain submarine sandwich. It's fast and overpowering, just like me.